Good evening, welcome to our bulletin of BCN News for tonight. Leading our news tonight, Minister for Social Services, the Honourable Billy Talangi, attended the 29th Small Island States meeting in Tuvalu yesterday, leading up to the 50th Forum Leaders meeting in Funafuti. The Honourable Billy Talangi attended the 29th Small Island States Leaders meeting yesterday. Niue had previously withdrawn from the Small Island States meetings about 4 years ago when Premier Sir Toka Talangi announced at the 46th Forum Leaders meeting in Papua New Guinea. Yesterday, the outgoing chair of the Pacific Forum, Prime Minister for Nauru, Baron Waka, expressed his delight and highlighted Niue's return to the Small Island States Forum. Minister Billy Talangi was joined at the meeting by Senior Government Solicitor Justin Kamupala. At the same meeting, Dame Meg Taylor, Secretary General of the Pacific Islands Forum, delivered opening remarks and extending their gratitude to the Prime Minister of Tuvalu, Enele Sopoaga, for a wonderful hosting of the 50th Forum Leaders meeting. Tuvalu's leader and climate change champion Enele Sopoaga led the SIS meeting. Sopoaga emphasized the importance to focus on the humanitarian and not the political needs, hoping that their leaders at this forum will use this as a lens to enhance solidarity both regionally and as a forum family to strengthen global action on climate change. He reiterated the priority actions highlighted for the regional strategy and roadmap, which includes climate change, transportation, health and fisheries. The Small Island States group of 9 Pacific nations meet prior to the official opening of the Forum Leaders meeting, which took place today in Funafuti in Tuvalu. The Niue High Court has given the Speaker of the Niue Legislative Assembly, the Honourable Tungia Pihingia, another 2 weeks to provide a response to the court in relation to a court application filed by opposition member and Common Role member, the Honourable Terry Coe, back in June. A decision issued by the court dated on the 4th of July for the Speaker to provide a response was not complied with. The court has now issued another decision dated the 9th of August to give the Speaker another 2 weeks to respond. And if he fails to do so, the court may proceed to make a decision based on the information currently before it. In June, Honourable Terry Coe had filed a court case against the Speaker of the Whanau Kepule for restricting his right to speak in the whanau. He said half of his questions and motions had been denied, and this was impacting on his ability to do his job as a member of the opposition. In a statement to BCN News, the New Zealand High Commissioner to Niue, His Excellency Kirk Yates, says that they are thrilled to be able to bring to Niue the premiere of screening of the movie Vai. Vai is a story about a woman's life in 8 separate moments from the perspective of 8 different Pacific countries. Filmed across 7 different countries, Fiji, Tonga, Solomon Islands, Cook Islands, Samoa, Niue and New Zealand, the film was produced by Brown Sugar Apple Grunt Productions. Vai will premiere in Niue on Wednesday this week at the scenic Matavai, and a second viewing will be held at Mutalo on Thursday afternoon, where the film was made here in Niue, and it is also where the director Diana Fuemana is from.
Well, you just won't listen to me.
This is what she learned.
The High Commissioner says that Bright Sunday Productions, the distributor of the movie, has agreed to hold 2 digital storytelling workshops aimed at empowering and inspiring Niuean women, in particular, to own their authentic voice and share their stories. The first workshop is centered on film and theatre storytelling for creators, and the second workshop will be hosted by the Niue Chamber of Commerce about brand storytelling for entrepreneurs. The New Power Corporation's Hui Paola has explained why it was necessary to ration power 2 weeks ago. He said old generators simply cannot carry the load demand. Paola explained that they had also needed technical expertise and assistance to install a reconditioned generator, which required the expertise of 2 engineers from New Zealand who arrived last week. According to Paola, the powerhouse was operating on just 1 functioning generator until the installation of the reconditioned generator last Thursday. The generator could not cope with the demand load. He explains to BCN News.
The issues we have last week and over the weekend, we managed to patch up one of the engine to make sure that is capable to provide power to the island, but unfortunately our power demand at the moment is above the capability of one of the generator and the batteries. The second generator still work, but only runs for about 1 hour the longest, which is doesn't help the situation at all. That's the main reason why we are rationing the power, because of the extra demand and the power generated from one generator and the power stores in the batteries, which at 65 battery percentage, or the life of the battery, and the one generator 305 kilowatt, 300 from the battery is only 605 kilowatt. The actual demand is above 700 kilowatt, and one engine plus battery cannot cater for the 700 kilowatt demand.
He said that the demand load for Niue has increased up to 700 kilowatts per day and at times can go as high as 900 kilowatts. And the existing infrastructure is not coping with the demand, especially if the solar power batteries are not fully charged. Air New Zealand Flight 785 on Friday last week was grounded due to technical issues, with over 100 passengers having to leave the airport and return on Saturday morning to await another aircraft. Air New Zealand Flight 785 took off on Saturday bound for Auckland. Meanwhile, the grounded aircraft finally departed Niue on Sunday afternoon after midday. This will be the second incident involving Air New Zealand plane technical issues. In June, passengers had to stay an extra night awaiting another aircraft to take them to New Zealand. Air New Zealand's general sales agent in Niue, Pelenis Travel, could not be reached for comments today. The Public Health Division of the Niue Health Department are continuing their national tuberculosis screening program with the village of Makefu this week. According to the head of Public Health, Griselda Mokoia, they aim to complete this national screening program before the Pacific Medical Association's conference, which will be held here in Niue in September. This is an ongoing screening program, and the invitation for members of the public to volunteer testing is still open. People can go up to the Niue Hospital and have the test done there. However, some villages like Makefu specifically requested that the public health team visit their village to conduct the testing there. Since the screening started, they have completed the villages of Hakupu, Vaiea, Avasele and Alofi North, including the two schools, Niue High School and Niue Primary School. Ms. Mokoia says that they are hoping to complete this national screening before the Pacific Medical Association conference, which will be held here in Niue in September this year. And finally, crowds of people spent their Saturday at the Lakapa Village Show Day last weekend, enjoying the food and festivities put on by the people. Of particular notice this year, according to many who attended, is the increase in the number of ungas sold and also on raffles. There were many unga raffles on sale, with a great number of winners posting their pictures on social media. The day included the traditional sports activities such as the rolling of the fuaniu by the ladies, which was won by Leilani Lui Ikiua, and the famous Tāsika for the men. And the champion this year is Kefutoa Okesene. The village chairperson, John Oposiakia, welcomed the visitors to the village. The day was officially opened by Acting Premier Honourable Poko Sibili. The show day ended with dancing and singing by the young people of the village. The next show day will be the village of Tamakotonga on Saturday the 24th of August. And that's our bulletin of BCN News for today. You have a lovely evening. Good night.